Alright, we're back. This is the last match of locals where we have two undefeated champs right here. We've got Lilith in the green in the right corner. Green control, pretty strong, solidified tier 1/2 deck. Solid contender. And we've got Tribal Red on the left, powered by Shane. A little mistake by green here, giving a little bit too much memory for the evolution of Blossomon. The opponent went to 2 instead of 1. But I think we've got a full line straight to +2 security attack Grand Quagamon, which is super strong in this situation. Missed the draw for the evolution, but we're smacking for 3 right here with 15k +3 security, swinging, taking out over half the security. There's the Chaosmon wiping the field, taking out the last security, and that's how OTK works. All security gone on turn 2. Shane's got to clear this guy. Oh, Lilith would just grab that draw for the evolution there that they missed for the Chaosmon. But Shane forced to use that sword there to take out the Chaosmon, because otherwise it would be a free shot at game. Fortunately, Shane doesn't have a rookie, so he's forced to just hard play dudes, and you can see just how behind he is just by looking at securities. Lilith hard plays a level 5 here just so she can bring out the rookie and then evolve over the nursery zone again later. But I think the better choice would have just been to go really wide, because Shane doesn't have a lot of options to remove lots of dudes in his deck. He's got lots of target removal, but not much for clearing a wide board. So I think when you need to push for game in those sort of situations, going really wide would be good, especially when Shane doesn't play a lot of blockers, because Tribal Greymon doesn't actually have a Greymon blocker in its name yet, which makes the deck really, really fragile. No blockers for rookies for green in this situation here, which means Shane has free reign just to start going wide with a little bit of memory to work with, which is nice. We'll see them building straight up to an ultimate, getting ready for that big security hit with War Greymon Red when it comes up. Now, this is an interesting matchup because it's very... Red's got an uphill battle here, because their whole strategy is to hit for a bunch of security with the Red War Greymon, with some removal options that they have with that middle Greymon there. But what the difficult part is for Red here is that, yeah, they can bring out a guy that hits for 3 security with War Greymon Red. Like right now, 1 cost evolution, that's so good. The problem with him is that if he runs into something big into the security, like a Nihilmon or a Chaosmon, those guys will kill the War Greymon before they can get all the security attacks in. War Greymon gets very lucky here, just running into champions or less. And Shane's got game here, just showing off that he's got the Omnimon and can just smack through the rest of the security. These games going by really fast. They're all just a minute and a half each. We've only got like 3 minutes in the clock right now. So we'll go on to game 3 here. Another point about this particular matchup is that Red Tribal Greymon doesn't do too well in the long game, because they don't have a lot of options for clearing wide boards, and they only really have small removal to take out little threats before they become big. Well, they do have that the big sword to kill really tall dudes, but it's a lot of memory to give up, and in the late game giving a lot of memory is really harsh, because when your opponent is in late game, they usually have a lot of cards in hand, which gives them which means they can do a lot more things with a lot of memory than they would be early game when they don't have a lot of cards, a lot of options to play. Options in the sense that more choices to play. So in the late game, red is really going to struggle. And green has a lot of opportunity to go into late game, especially with Reflegiumon stalling out and controlling the time and the turns. So we've got Lilith already with a Reflegiumon on board. I think we'll see it smack over the War Greymon here, pumping itself up to 2k and making that Greymon not be able to attack. I'm not too sure that was the best move. I mean, she runs it over anyway, so it doesn't really matter activating the effect or gating that extra 2k to attack. So maybe it would have been better to just hit for the security. And we'll see that little guy be wiped out, and Shane takes out the Reflegiumon with the sword again. So yeah, I think Lilith should have smacked the security with that and just stunned that Greymon so it wouldn't have been able to attack next turn. I mean, Shane didn't do any attacking then. Oh, another Reflegiumon comes out anyway. Stuns that metal Greymon there. So that guy won't be able to attack. Which is really important here because Lilith gives Shane 4 memory here with that Mimi. And Shane he's got a huge hand. So I trust that he would have been able to go into a Mega here. And because he's stunned, yeah, he has to go into that Greymon there, I forget its name, but it basically digivolves a guy by 2. But the Reflegiumon can only go into Blossomon because it Digiburst earlier and can't go down any further. Which that's actually a really neat interaction by green. Even makes the matchup even harder for red. And Reflegiumon just comes back. That's the 3rd Reflegiumon in this game so far. Reflegiumon's going to stun again and get that free add with the Terriermon. I think they missed the draw when they evolved into the Reflegiumon. We'll go into a Weedmon here, and we've stunned the Blitz Greymon. That's its name, Blitz Greymon again, which is a really good position for green because we can start slowly amassing guys through just hard playing and pushing them out with the Mimi effect, and then slowly chip away at security while red is just stunned. Oh, this is really interesting because we've got a Lilithmon out here. Are we going to get the draw? I think we might have forgotten the draw again. And we'll gain a memory from the Weedmon. And I think we missed as well. But beating over that guy there is really good. Controlling the board further. We got the draw off the Veggie. Yeah, we did miss the draw. So we see Shane is playing some blockers there. That's the 5k 1 cost evolution blocker. Haven't seen it hit the board yet, but I wouldn't rely on it considering how an easy Nihog could just flush it away back to the top of deck. Or you could just use Reflegiumon to stun it so it can't block. So yeah, it wouldn't really be doing much. We see a Needle Spray here. Putting the Rise Greymon in suspended. We'll suspend the Lilithmon. Oh, go into a Nihogmon, flush that guy to the bottom. I'm not sure that's the best play. He could have just ran it over. Get the free draw off the evolution. I think we missed another draw there for the suspended evolution draw with the Digisorption. We see a Red War Greymon here. He's got security attack +2 and the free draw. Oh, right into the Chaosmon. That's exactly what I said earlier. If they run into a Chaosmon, then that's just it. That's just it. They missed out on that 2 security extra. Yeah, sorry, I messed around with the camera here just because it turns out it was focused and we wanted to get the full picture. So, red is just so behind. Like, compared to the other games where they were so fast ending on turn 4, this one has gone up to like turn 15. And at this rate, red just can't keep up pace with green because they can't do the same ways of removal that green can do. And green can just chip away at all security now. And now green has gone super wide. He'll have 5 guys on the board next turn. There is no way red will be able to, Shane will be able to remove these guys because he's got half his deck in his hand. Shane has half his deck in his hand and he's just pouring through them now. How can I remove 3 of these guys? There's no way. There's just no way. He can run over something and target removal 1 guy, which is what we end up seeing. He removes the Nihokmon, but it can't run over a guy. And we've got 4 hits here. He's got 2 security and no blockers. That's it. He's got to have 2 Gaia forces in there, and they're not there. That's game. Sheesh, that's a really harsh matchup for red there. It just ends up playing exactly how you would just predict it to play out when you just see the matchup there. It's very unfortunate. Good game though, all round. If you want to see another matchup with the green control deck, Lilith did end up winning the tournament all round, going undefeated for 4-0 with a 20-man tournament. Yeah, if you want to check that out, we've got them playing against Hexablau Kieran. That was a pretty good match. Otherwise, I'm going to have her deck profile up tomorrow, and you can check it out. See ya.